Ooh, on Friday the 13th. R-O-C-K in the USA or R-O-C-K in the LV.
Yeah, really. Today's Flag Day. Tomorrow's Flag Day, sorry. And to celebrate, the U.S. Post Office releasing 10 new postage stamps.
Sweet, so we can pay more to send a letter.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a good thing. All right, let's show you what's going on here. We're going to show you a couple different flags and see if you know your state flag. So that's what's going to come out, the state flags, not the country flags. So we're going to test your knowledge. Let's check out the first one.
Oh, I bet I can get,
Anyone know this one?
I was going to guess Hawaii, maybe?
Alaska, Ken says. Nope.
Okay. Oh.
No.
Is that right?
All right. Oh, Alabama. It's Alabama, folks.
No, the first one was, oh, wow, that one's hard. If you can't, the first one was Alabama. The second was, you were right, Ken.
Okay, he was right.
Yeah, the X is Alabama, I bet.
If you can't get this right.
Boy, I think it's Arkansas. What do you think, huh?
I think Arkansas.
Arkansas.
All right, and that one's Alabama. I thought that was just a big X, and then it was like, hey, guess the flag. And then I thought the next one was Alabama. See, I guess I don't know my state flags very well.
Kind of looks like a spin-off of Old Glory.
Yeah, it's different because you don't usually see state flags, you know?
So wait a minute, I was right. That was Alaska, the one with the little stars?
You're right.
You were right.
Yes.
Okay.
Bering Strait.
We'll get to you in a minute, Ken.
All right.
Taking a cab in Las Vegas could soon cost more because of, you guessed it, the high price of gas. The Nevada Taxi Cab Authority plans to ask its board later this month to allow drivers to charge 25 cents more per mile. The authority is also considering a permanent increase from $2.20 a mile to $2.40 a mile, with wait times increasing by $2 an hour. So just like everything is going up. And yes, Ken, you were right. That was Alaska.
All righty.
Ding, 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 ding.
A box of gold stars for me for picking the one with all those little stars. I just figured it was because, you know, they're up by the North Pole. So anyway, we're going to take a look here this morning along a stretch of the DI super arterial right around the area of Arville at DI. We got reports of an accident. It's going to be, it looks like on Arville, just slightly south of DI, right at Pioneer Avenue. So heads up for that new accident just coming into the traffic center. So you might want to avoid that area on Arville. Use Valley View as a good alternate route. You might want to avoid the area around Spring Mountain and Las Vegas Boulevard. We do have a live shot this morning from our Stratosphere Tower camera looking down at all this construction. There's like kind of one of those little tractors kind of going through, and you're down to one lane eastbound. It is causing some pretty heavy delays, almost back to the 15 already this morning. And speaking of the 15 here on this Friday the 13th, you unlucky folks, we can see here's an unlucky commuter, another one there. A lot of unlucky folks out there. Very heavy delays down from Lake Mead Boulevard to about Sahara. So if you want to kind of beat the traffic, you might want to consider finding your favorite alternate route. Now we'll check in with Sherry.
Hey, Ken, you know, I've always heard that left-handed people actually consider 13 a lucky number.
Really?
Well, because they feel like everybody goes with right-handed. You know, the majority's right hand. If you think 13's unlucky, left-handed people think 13 is lucky because it's opposite.
Then it's my lucky day.
Yeah. Oh, are you left-handed?
Yeah.
You're a southpaw?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Cool. All right, nice sunshine out there. Clear skies and temperatures feel great. We have a lot of 70s and a mix of even some upper 60s. Green Valley Parkway in 215, 69 degrees. West Flamingo at 68. Everything's really pretty calm. High pressure in charge, and that's going to help heat things up. Not good news for all those wildfires over Northern California. And for us, that means our upper 90s today will be turning into triple digits, very similar to what Phoenix will have today at 107. Ow, lots of 90s across the deep south if you're traveling. And the real hot zone, though, is still right in the Midwest, where we're still having some very severe weather, even early on our Friday morning, as we see big thunderstorms are passing from Kansas to Missouri. For us, we'll just look to heat up. And for some people, that could be a little dangerous when you're getting up to 104, 106. And I don't think we'll have too much breeze to wave the flags tomorrow, but put them out anyway. Got to get your patriotic groove on for tomorrow. Hang the flags. Next week we get the breezes, and we do stay pretty hot. So next week is hot and breezy. June's trying to play catch up. You know, all those nice, comfortable days that we've had kind of gone for a while. So
Breeze is good.
Just hot.
Breeze is very good. Well, the new Russell Road is still not open, and it's driving people crazy. Why? And when will it really open to drivers? Dayna has the answer coming up. Plus,
U.S. Airways is making cutbacks, and getting thirsty during the flight will cost you. And it's all coming up in the Bloomberg Business Report.
Are you kidding?
Not going to happen.
Gross. Smile Designs by Golpa offers a unique and long-lasting alternative to dentures. Full dental implants, permanent teeth. Restore your radiant smile, eat what you want, and rediscover the confidence and lifestyle you deserve.
No dentures.
Thank you, Dr. Golpa.
Thank you, Dr. Gulpa.
Smile Designs by Golpa. Call us today, 641-7111.
Let Rebath convert that old bathtub into a modern walk-in shower. So don't monkey around. Call Rebath at 1-800-BATHTUB. Rebath offers much more than all the competitors. More colors, more style, and a lifetime manufacturer's warranty. Get a cleaner, safer walk-in shower with a built-in seat and safety bar in as little as 1 day. Call today and get $300 off. Call Rebath at 1-800-BATHTUB.
Hey, we buy jewelry. Ed here with Anthem Jewelers. We buy gold, diamonds, Rolexes, and all fine watches. If you have jewelry and want to sell it, don't go somewhere else to get pennies on the dollar. We pay top dollar at fair market value. Don't lose money. See us before you sell it. We buy, sell, and trade jewelry. Call us today at Anthem Jewelers, 838-2270.
Southern Nevada is a place of beauty. You can help keep it that way. Desert dumping and littering are illegal. To learn more, visit don'ttrashnevada.org.
At Amica, we've been in the car insurance business for over 100 years. And in that time, we've learned something very important.
I've got a four-door
convertible
minivan with a
side impact
moonroof.
alarm system.
Everyone is different. But there is one thing that people who call Amica have in common. I want to be fully,
Totally.
completely
covered.
Amica customers understand how important choosing the right coverage is. That's why when you call, we'll take the time to understand your needs and then make sure you understand all your options. Like the right amount of property damage liability coverage and uninsured motorist protection. This can save you a lot of money in aggravation if you have an accident. So call Amica today. It's the difference between being covered
And being really,
absolutely
sleep through the night.
Covered.
Call now. You could save hundreds on your new policy. And when you call, we'll take the time to make sure you understand your options and get the right coverage.
That's how I like to be covered.
That is how I like to be treated.
Amica. It's not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated.
We got another good one today. This is really driving PJ Joseph crazy and a lot of other people. He is not the first one that has emailed me. So here we go. He and many other Las Vegas drivers are frustrated with the delayed opening of Russell Road near Durango. PJ says you reported Russell Road between Buffalo and Durango would be open by mid-May, but it is still not completed. When will it open, and will there be some traffic light control there, at least, at Durango and Russell? Well, you are right. It is not open yet, and here's why. The county has now decided that this section of Russell will not open until a traffic signal can be constructed and activated for that intersection of Durango and Russell. This signal has been designed and it is waiting funding before it can be advertised for construction. At this time, the county is hoping to get the project advertised soon, get the traffic signal activated by the end of this year. Then they will open the new Russell Road. They feel it's a safety issue and they really need to have that traffic control device there. So yes, a lot of people getting excited, hoping it would open in mid-May, but you know what? Not opening for months and months now. They're going to keep it shut down. Some people that live around there will like that because the neighbors don't really want it to open because there'll be more traffic. So yeah, I guess
catch-22.
Yeah, it's the win-win for them right now, and then it'll eventually open.
We want what we can't have.
Exactly. Traffic at KLASTV.com. Let me know what's driving you crazy.
Well, U.S. Airways is the latest airline to announce its shrinking fleet, dropping more flights, cutting more jobs. Jane King has more in the Bloomberg Business Report.
Good morning. Another day, another airline falling victim to surging fuel costs. U.S. Airways announced it is retiring jets and will pare domestic seating capacity by as much as 8% by year's end. Now, service cuts include shutting most late-night operations in Las Vegas. 1,700 workers will also be out of work, bringing industry job losses to 9,300. And the seventh biggest U.S. carrier plans to start charging $2 for soda and other non-alcoholic drinks. U.S. Airways is also adding a $15 fee for the first checked bag, joining American Airlines and United. The airline industry losses in the U.S. may reach a record $7.2 billion this year. Well, in the meantime, ExxonMobil plans to sell its retail gas operations to operators so it can focus on its businesses, which bring in higher profits. ExxonMobil has been facing increased competition from Walmart and Costco. Station owners will pay licensing fees to continue to use the Exxon brand name. Well, now Yahoo has struck a deal with Google to sell some of its advertisements it runs alongside search results. Yahoo is looking to increase increase sales after ending talks with Microsoft about a possible merger. Now, the partnership with Google may boost the amount of money that Yahoo gets when people click on the ads. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King with the Bloomberg Business Report.
Bloomberg's Business Report is brought to you by Fidelity Investments. Smart move.
My brother and I trade together, and we like the trading tools Fidelity has.
Like Wealth Lab Pro.
Right. We can analyze stocks the way the pros do.
Hence the name.
Right. You could do things like test your strategies up to 10 years back, so you can see exactly how you would have done.
Do you remember you had that strategy of picking stocks with ticker symbols that sounded friendly?
Okay, so that was an experiment with legitimate psychological underpinnings.
Did that work?
I don't really see how that's relevant.
With Fidelity, you can trade like the pros for as little as $8. Smart move.
Channel 8 Eyewitness News, the #1 choice in Southern Nevada. Sign on to sign off. #1 at 5 and #1 at 11. And it's the only place you'll see investigative stories like these. George Knapp hunting down Nevada's most notorious brothel boss in Rio de Janeiro. Sandy Shaw's first interview since her prison release. And only the I-Team cameras caught the undercover bust at a local auto shop. Thanks for continuing to make Channel 8 Eyewitness News #1 on air and online.
Are you sleepy? No. What do you think it's gonna be like?
Okay, guys, back to bed.
We're too excited to sleep.
Now, a family of 4 can experience all the Disneyland excitement with a 3-day, 2-night vacation package for as little as $226 per person, including park tickets. Call 866-60-DISNEY today.
You sleep?
No, too excited.
I heard that.
From living room and bedroom sets to office desks and rugs, couches and reclining chairs, Colleen's has got it all. Colleen's Classic Consignment, where every day's like a treasure hunt. Colleen's Classic Consignment Furnishings.
Discover the Hyundai Advantage, MPG's warranty and value. Hyundai Accent 33 MPG, Elantra 33 MPG, and the Hyundai Sonata 32 MPG. Incredible warranty. It's America's best with 10-year, 100,000-mile protection. Unbeatable value, like the newly redesigned 2009 Hyundai Sonata with better gas mileage than Accord and Camry. It still costs thousands less. At your Southern Nevada Hyundai dealers, get up to $2,500 cash back on our entire lineup of Hyundai sedans. Hurry to your Southern Nevada Hyundai dealers, Planet Hyundai, United Hyundai, and Henderson Hyundai.
This weekend, head to the first annual Baby Time Expo presented by Boogie Wipes at the Cashman Center, Saturday, June 14th and Sunday, June 15th, 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. The Baby Time Expo is a one-stop shopping experience for all your infant and toddler needs. Best-selling author Dr. Harvey Karp will be on hand to give advice and answer questions. Enter to win a car seat and get advice from experts on everything from safety devices to nutrition. Tickets are $10 with free admission for grandparents and children under 12. For more information, go to babytimeexpo.com. It's the Baby Time Expo presented by Boogie Wipes.
Good morning, I'm Ken Smith live in the traffic center. We got an accident still being cleaned up on Arville, just a little bit south of Desert Inn, so heads up for that in that general vicinity. Construction continuing to cause some issues as well along a stretch of Spring Mountain eastbound, just approaching Las Vegas Boulevard, down to one measly lane, so make sure to avoid that. Maybe use Flamingo and or the Super Arterial as a possible alternate route. 215 right around South Decatur, not bad so far this morning. We do have a live shot here from our fast camera system, and you can see traffic right now doing just fine. A little bit of slowing though, just as you approach Jones, heading over toward Decatur. Now we're going to check it with Sherry.
All right, thanks a lot, Ken. Nice outside, beautiful. We have a shot looking out at the hotels of the Strip in case you want to do one of those staycations. Look at this. We're looking at the Encore sitting next to the Wynn. What a beautiful day to get out and hit the patio before the weekend heat sets in. Then you got to make sure they got those misters on. 71 degrees, Horizon and Greenway. It's very calm. Vegas and Pueblo Vista in the Pueblo of Summerlin is 68 at St. Elizabeth and Seton. So it feels pretty comfortable this morning. Here's how the day will finish. Going to warm it up a little bit more at 97. Then the triple-digit heat comes in for the weekend. Robert Martinez from our assignment desk is in here, and he goes, 106? How many years have you been here, Robert? 106 is nothing for June. Dayna, Calvert.
I was looking around. Did I hear my name?
6.
All right, well, 5:57. A thief in Poland might want to think twice before pulling another robbery. Police say the 41-year-old man thought he was stealing an elderly person's car, but the 71-year-old turned out to be a karate black belt. The older man ripped open the car door, flipped the thief out of the driver's seat, and pinned him to the ground. He held him in a chokehold while a friend called police. The thief was arrested and treated for minor injuries.
I'd say you picked the wrong victim.
Oh, boy. All right, well, a California family says their dog is a natural-born lifesaver. This is Harley, the lifeguard at this Spring Valley home. Anytime someone goes into the deep end of the pool, the German Shepherd jumps in after them, whether they need help or not. Look at that.
But Harley gently grabs the person by the arm and swims them over to the stairs. The most amazing part is that Harley has never been to obedience school or rescue training. Amazing. What I wouldn't pay to have my dog trained like that.
Adorable.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I wonder if he probably takes less than minimum wage if he wants to be a lifeguard.
Clark County could use his skills.
5:58. Struggling homeowners who may be facing foreclosure could get some relief today. We'll show you what state leaders are doing to help put an end to the problem.
And experts who specialize in teaching the next generation how to learn are in town this weekend. Find out how you can put your baby at the head of the class.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can I take a message? Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. You have a great day.
Chase, you ever find your stapler? No, man. Hey, Brad.
When you live in Summerlin, the line between work and play gets a little blurred. Get the inside scoop on the outside scene. Visit adventuresinsummerlin.com today.
So you get that free satellite TV from Embark yet?
Duh. What kind of floppy arm muttonhead wouldn't want free TV?
He's not telling you about free TV again, is he?
Just having some coffee, Bill. Whatever.
He's a muttonhead. He don't want free TV.
What's up, baby?
Come on, muttonhead. Get your floppy arm self free TV.
Now you can get Dish Network satellite TV free when you have triple play from Embark, where common sense meets innovation.
Whoopi Goldberg is hosting the Tonys on CBS, and she's telling the world.
Are you going to be watching the Tonys? Because if I don't see them, I'll be upset. It's all about Broadway. There she is. Liberty! I'm hosting the Tony Award. You see this? Oh, yeah. No, I'll get you some seats.
Get in the act with The Lion King and the original cast of Rent on the Tony Awards, live, CBS Sunday.
Are you going to watch? Oh, look at you. Look at this. This is when they're on. See?
Shopping for Father's Day? This year, give Dad something he'll enjoy every night. A new mattress. Enjoy special values on America's favorite mattress brands, including Simmons, Spring Air, Serta, Tempur-Pedic, and the Marquee Collection. Test rest any mattress and receive a sleeve of golf balls. Plus, receive a free OGIO golf bag with purchase of qualifying Simmons, Spring Air, or Serta mattress set. No interest financing is available. Right now, you'll receive a gift card worth up to 15% of your new purchase. R.C. Willey.
We have featured a lot of stories about unique programs in schools.
It's called What's Cool at School.
And Silver State Schools Credit Union is proud to award these lucky winners with $250 toward their cool activities and programs.
Watch for more What's Cool at School stories on Eyewitness News this morning.
Or visit LasVegasNow.com to see all the featured programs, plus enter your own cool ideas.
How cool is that?
Way cool!
Spanish closed captioning of Eyewitness News is brought to you by Healthy Beginnings at North Vista Hospital, providing free pregnancy test and maternity services at 2 convenient locations.
Our ears are popping. My ears are popping. Our ears are popping. The tornado is right over us right now. Holy smokes.
Wow, fast-moving tornadoes swept through Iowa, and 2 storm chasers got caught in the middle of the storm. We'll show you more of this dramatic video.
Locals have an ace in their sleeve when it comes to the Strip. It's all because of the economy. I'm Kai Plaskon. I'll tell you how to take a staycation coming up in a live report.
And the state is facing its worst fiscal crisis in history. Find out if an emergency meeting with state leaders will move our deficit in a positive direction.
Is Channel 8 Eyewitness News this morning with Dave McCann and Denise Valdez. Sherry Swensk with neighborhood weather. And Beat the Traffic with Dayna Roselli and Ken Smith. the first local news in HD.
Ken's always laughing. Good morning, everyone. 6:02. Thanks for joining us.
It's better than crying.
Yeah,
very true. That's because she's
Friday
always,
the 13th. That's right.
she's always making me laugh. That's
I
why.
know. I'm a funny gal. That's what I hear.
The gifted gabber.
Well, it's going to be hot.
Yeah, nothing funny about the heat that's coming in this weekend. We're just going to start getting a little serious with the weather. You know, we've had so many breaks. People back east swallowed up by water. We're here hot and dry. That's what
It's
we're
like
going to be
all
for
the
weekend.
bad weather just kind of overpassed us and went straight to the Midwest or
it's
the
all
East.
back there. Those poor folks suffering so bad. So we'll talk about that, of course, get you updated.
The interesting video as well. Yeah, the commute.
All right, the commute. We got construction. We got one accident. And overall, look at that. We're starting out with a beautiful morning shot, beautiful on commute terms, along the 15 freeway southbound, right around Cheyenne. So far, no major delays until you get a bit closer to the Spaghetti Bowl. Once you get closer to the Spaghetti Bowl, where all that traffic kind of meshes together like mozzarella, you're going to find no major issues until you get down to that general area. Let's take a look at our maps here, and we're going to show you that accident. It's going to be right around Desert Inn at Arville, so watch out for the activity in that area. It's off to the side of the roadway, which is some good news. Construction continuing along the area of Spring Mountain, right at Las Vegas Boulevard. Fortunately, at least so far this morning, not causing any massive delays like we saw yesterday. Let's go upstairs here. A live look from Skywood Estate right along this stretch of Spring Mountain. They're looking off at the 15, and they're kind of pointing the camera kind of towards the area of Las Vegas Boulevard. Traffic right now so far just a little bit of slowing right as you approach the strip, as you're down to only one lane. So thanks to our photographer Jason Boyd and our pilot Dan up there for giving us some of those fine photos this morning as we kick off a nice Friday the 13th. Now we'll check in with Sherry.
I love those early morning shots with those long shadows, because once that sun gets high in the sky, everything's so bright. Make sure you have your sunglasses handy today, and really from now on, as the UV rays from that sun can really damage your eyes too. So we just got to start thinking about all that stuff. We do have beautiful sunshine though. It is cloud free and temperatures gorgeous. Mid to low 70s, even some upper 60s, Seven Hills, Rhodes Ranch, just feeling good. North Buffalo and Cheyenne. 75 in Boulder City, some 40s and 50s up into Lincoln County, the mountain at 48 and 64 at Pahrump. Of course, the mountain will be the place to cool off this weekend as we'll start to heat up. Today, actually, temperatures will get closer to normal, lots of sun, and we'll get right into those upper 90s for the afternoon high. Yesterday's high was 92, so we'll beat that by about 5 or 6 degrees. We'll check out the hot numbers for the weekend coming up just a little bit. Calvert, Dayna?
All right, thanks, Sherry. Well, it's hot here. We've been talking about that flooding, and flooding is not the only thing residents in Iowa are dealing with. Fast-moving tornadoes have touched down in the region. 4 Boy Scouts were killed after a tornado tore through their campsite.
They just can't get a break there. As families recover from that incident, the wild weather continues to wreak havoc. Storm chasers hoping to catch a glimpse of some tornado action actually found themselves right in the middle of the situation. When they got a little too close, more than they expected.
We're in the tornado. We're in the tornado. Our ears are popping. My ears are popping. Our ears are popping. The tornado is right over us right now. Holy smokes. We are getting hit by a tornado right now. We are in the tornado.
The CBS Early Show got that exclusive video from Corey Hartman and his storm-chasing colleague. The pair says their radar stopped working, and officials in Iowa say 55 of the 99 counties have been declared disaster areas. Now, at least one more death has been confirmed since yesterday. Families and residents gathered for a vigil to remember the 4 Boy Scouts killed by a deadly tornado in Omaha, Nebraska last night. 14-year-old Sam Thompson, Aaron Eilertz, Ben Petrozilka, and 13-year-old Josh Finnan were killed Wednesday when a twister tossed up a truck and demolished a cabin fireplace where the Scouts were seeking shelter. Now, some of the Boy Scouts caught in the storm described what they saw.
It was like a pounding sensation on your back. It wasn't like blowing around, it was just going straight on and not stopping.
3 of the victims are from Omaha, the other from Iowa. 48 people at the camp were hurt. 42 of them had to be hospitalized.
Well, back here at home, Governor Jim Gibbons says deeper cuts and more layoffs may be in the future to make up for the sluggish economy.
We're looking at somewhere close to a $1 billion revenue shortfall for the biennium for the state of Nevada.
Well, after the closed-door emergency state budget meeting yesterday, Gibbons said the loss could get worse. Key state lawmakers pledged to work together to tackle the shortfall. Governor Gibbons says he will decide in the next several days whether to call a special session.
The debates between the presidential candidates are brewing. Last night, Barack Obama was missing from a town hall meeting in New York City with John McCain. The Arizona Republican presidential candidate pushed for more than a week for an unmoderated town hall debate with Barack Obama, but Obama didn't show up. So McCain took the stage alone. Along with discussing the war in Iraq, McCain expressed his anger about the skyrocketing gas prices, the lack of progress in developing alternative fuel. However, Obama's camp has not said why he was absent.
They're tired.
President Bush is in Rome this morning, where he's meeting with Pope Benedict XVI. The Pope welcomed him into the Vatican, where he received a private tour. Bush and Benedict share common ground in opposing abortion and stem cell research. The two, however, disagree on the war and the death penalty. Later today, President Bush heads off to France, where he will try to bridge transatlantic relations.
Well, Nevada leaders want to help you stay in your home, and tonight you can take advantage of resources to make sure that happens. State Attorney General Catherine Cortez Masto is working alongside Senator Harry Reid and State Treasurer Kate Marshall. They've partnered with Hope Now Alliance and NeighborWorks America. They'll bring together mortgage lenders, housing counselors, and other resources to provide one-on-one assistance to struggling homeowners. The Foreclosure Prevention Resource Center will open today from 10 to 7 and Saturday from 10 to 5. The event will be at Cashman Center. Well, with less people coming to Las Vegas and with locals having less money to spend, there are more opportunities for you to take a vacation right here at home.
Any vacation sounds good. And hotels are helping with discounts for Nevada residents, making weekend getaways staycations. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Kai Plaskon is live on the Strip with more. Kai?
Yeah, if you're about to lose your home, you don't want to be coming down here, but this is a really rare time for the Strip. The gaming win, according to the latest figures, is down about 5% or so, and the number of visitors coming in, this is from April figures, is also down at least 1%. And that means that local dollars down here can be stretched a lot farther. The Signature, for instance, at MGM Grand has just started offering what they call the in-town escape. That's just for locals. It's a little different, too, with non-gaming, non-smoking towers, steep discounts on pool admission, spa treatments, and cabanas. Some Strip casinos are even offering free rooms and $100 back on gaming losses just for being a local. That was reported by the Las Vegas Sun. And that's unheard of, but deals like this, we're told, may become standard.
Truly believe that this is a new trend now, especially here for Las Vegas. We have a lot of rooms available in this town, and it's going to be more of a need now because, again, you know, rubber tire traffic, especially from the California segment, is going to be diminishing as the gas prices continue to soar.
So we think locals deserve to get away. I think we all live in one of the best destinations in the world, and yet we don't often get a chance to experience it ourselves.
But you have to play your hand right, and that means using the two cards that you have no matter where you go, your Nevada ID and getting a Players Club card. You should also call ahead or call around and find out where the deals are for locals. MGM, being kind of smart in this new strategy, decided it needed to come up with a new motto. That new motto is Get Your Vegas On. That's just for MGM Grand. The old motto of what happens here stays here doesn't really apply for the locals because we're here and what we do stays here. Reporting live, Kai Plaskon, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
Sure does, doesn't
Thanks,
it?
Kai, for clearing that up. Well, Las Vegas is trying to attract more international visitors as the economic slowdown hits the Strip.
Yeah, Strip revenues are down for the 4th straight month, and figures indicate fewer people have been traveling to Las Vegas, but casinos and businesses are relying on business brought in by foreign tourists.
The international visitors are spending much more money, again, because they're the exchange rate, so their money goes deeper and further and gets them a lot of value opportunities here in Vegas.
The LVCVA has recently expanded its marketing of the Las Vegas brand around the world in hopes of attracting new visitors.
In fact, they've even opened some branch offices in Mexico and some other countries.
Yeah, get more
them
people here.
The more the merrier.
Exactly. 6:11, an expo is in town to give parents the latest techniques to help babies learn a little early. We'll visit live with an expert coming up.
And some